The promise he never forgot. Ethan remembered the last time he saw his father. He was 6 years old, small, fragile, and holding a toy airplane that his dad had given him on his birthday. That morning, his father, Lucas, stood at the door with tired eyes and a suitcase in his hand. "Dad, are you coming back?" little Ethan asked. Lucas hesitated, knelt down, kissed his forehead, and whispered, "I promise I'll fix everything. I'll come back for you." But he never did. Years passed. Birthdays, school events, sports days. Ethan watched other kids run into their father's arms while he stood alone. His mother tried her best, but nothing filled the emptiness of a missing parent. Ethan grew up believing one thing: if Dad cared, he wouldn't have left. When he turned 16, everything changed. While cleaning the attic, Ethan found a small, dusty box. Inside it was a sealed envelope with shaky handwriting. For Ethan, when he's old enough, his heart began to race. The envelope felt heavier than it looked. He opened it, and inside was a letter, his father's last message. It read, "Greater than Ethan, if you're reading this, you're old enough to know the truth. I didn't leave because I didn't love you. I left because I thought I was failing you. I had lost my job, my confidence, and myself. I didn't want you to see me broken. I made a promise that one day I would return as a father you could be proud of. If I never came back, it means I couldn't fix myself. I'm sorry, son, but please, be the man I couldn't become." Dad. The letter shook him. Ethan held it against his chest and cried for the father he lost, not the man who left, but the man who wanted to come back. For the first time, he understood something painful yet beautiful. Even broken people can love deeply. They just don't know how to stay. That night, Ethan made a decision. If his father couldn't keep the promise, he would. He studied harder, worked part-time jobs, and pushed himself to become stronger, not out of anger anymore, but out of purpose. Years went by. Ethan earned a scholarship to college. He studied psychology because he wanted to understand broken people like his father, people who love silently, suffer privately, and run when they feel unworthy. When Ethan turned 22, he visited his father's last known address, a small shelter home. He didn't find Lucas there, but he found something else. A volunteer handed him a notebook. "This belonged to your father," she said softly. "He talked about you every day." Ethan opened it. Every page had drawings, messages, and goals his father had written. "Ethan will be great someday. I hope he forgives me. I'm trying to get better for him. My son is my reason." On the last page, there was a message written only a month before Lucas had passed away. "Greater than, I couldn't come back the way I promised, but I hope he lives a life brighter than mine. That will be enough for me." Ethan closed the notebook with trembling hands. Tears fell, but this time, they didn't hurt the same way. He whispered, "I forgive you, Dad, and I'll keep your promise." From that day on, Ethan dedicated his life to helping children who grew up without fathers, without support, without answers. He became the person he once needed. And every time he felt lost, he opened the notebook. Every time he felt alone, he remembered the one truth he had learned.